So ultimately, technology is all about people. And someone who thinks a lot about the context of people and technology is our next speaker. Arti Zagami, who's a good friend, a partner, director at BCG, and an incredible speaker. So please give him a round of applause.
Thank you, buddy. Amazing, a room with beautiful people and beautiful minds. So, my first journey, when I started with this whole AI stuff, I did a proof of concept. It was amazing. 85% accuracy on a churn model. 90% accuracy of a predictive customer lifetime model. We even actually managed to an 80% accuracy on the next purchase. This is 2016. We were so proud. I was incubated under my CEO of the company, and I show off the whole thing towards the entire ELT of the organization. What happened, I did not expect. Not invented here. Who are you? Why are you doing this? I was devastated. I went back to the person who's the smartest person I know on the planet, my wife. And I told her, listen, I screwed up. And she said, Arti, you got the whole rhetoric wrong. You know the basis of rhetoric? Ethos, pathos, logos. You have the ethos. You come with all these bright minds. But did you empathize with the people you were talking to? Were you logical about what their problem is? So I went back to my CEO and said, listen, my wife had an idea. I was always very open about she's the brain at home. And said, we should solve the actual problem of these guys. Not these made-up things. 2016, personalization was very new. Nobody talked about it. But they had a bunch of other challenges that we could meet and talk to them. He said, go for it. So I'll look at the things. What are we doing? I found a challenge. We had an issue on markdowns, on end-of-season sales. A very cumbersome job, trying to figure out what would the price be of 20, 50, 30,000 articles that goes out on the sales. I went to the team, said, I'll try to help you. I'm not going to take over your stuff. Let me help you to stop guessing what we can calculate. So we tried it out. And we compared first the AI towards the human. AI was 8% better. I thought, oh, they're going to hate me. They said, no, we love this. We hate this job. We're going to do something else. We're going to work with the new items. But you know what? We don't really like AI 100%. Let's also compare AI in combination with human. Suddenly, AI with human in together was 26% better than human in what they were measuring. I thought that was amazing. I took it to the next team. Huge problem. Overstock. Buying wrongly. We still do that. See, I hear that from the other speakers' problems. So we saw, hey, we built a demand forecast in that last case. Can we use this for you guys? Sure, let's look at it. We look at the stuff, we get the result. Index divided selling was 100%. Our algo was 70, not so good. Somebody said, hey, do you remember the last project? It was human and the machine that made sense. Let's try to look at this. We met with the buyers. We talked to them about how they feel about the products. What the Germans call the Fingerspitzengefühlen of the design. We took that ranking, put it on top of our demand forecast. It became crazy accurate. 100% selling, our algo was 98, 102. Actual buying, 189, 243, sometimes 34. So most of the times, twice as much, not good for the environment, and sometimes actually too little, so we're out of stock really fast. So why am I talking about these two different projects? Well, the commonality in these two things was what made sense for us was a combination of the human and the machine. It was data and gut feeling. It's art and science. Our rhetoric at H&M, when I was there, and every other project and company I've been helping and supporting for the past 10 years has been this. AI is not artificial intelligence for us. AI is amplified intelligence. Most of our colleagues know their shit. They know what to do. They know how to work with their stuff. But it has been more complex. The world is more complex. We have more data, more than we can, as a human mind, manage. So the combination of these two things is the part that makes sense for us. And this is something I also learned very early in my journey. Somebody told me, Arti, it's going to be an equation of 10, 20, 70. You're going to focus 10% on building the AI. That will be 20% on tech data platform. But 70% is going to be about your business, the processes, the humans, their fears, the culture, the journey of transformation, the reluctance of doing the change, and change is hard. If change would be easy, I would probably be super fit, but I'm not. I'm still having a problem with my sugar. So change is super hard, and it starts with each one of you in your own transformation. And that is going to be your job. And to be super honest, 99% of my job as head of AI for the companies that I've been working for has been the 70%. I have always been the dumbest person in my office when it comes to AI. I have all these super smart people who build stuff, but unfortunately, they get stuck because they don't go anywhere. So if there's anything you need to take away from this 3-minute presentation is that 1, solve actual problems. 2, we're amplifying our colleagues to make smarter and sharper decision-making. So it's the combination of human and machine. This is still a human business, not a technology business. We need the technology and the data and AI to make us sharper and smarter, but it is still about the human. And eventually, when you try to do something in your organization, don't forget the 10, 20, 70. If anything, remember this slide. Thank you for listening to me. I'm looking forward to answering questions.
Thank you, RT. If I can ask